Hello everyone, welcome to KK Human Anatomy and Physiology videos, a platform where you will get interesting facts about human anatomy and physiology. Let's reveal interesting topic about our body. In this video, we are going to discuss about human skeleton. We will talk about axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton in detail. Have you ever wondered how bones are organized in our skeletal system? How the human skeleton looks like? I will give you answers of these questions in a simple way. I hope you will find this video informative and interesting. This is what the human skeleton is. Do you have any idea how many bones you have? Newborn babies have almost 300 bones in their skeleton, but at adulthood there are 206 bones. Did you realize that the number of bones you have changes from when you are a baby to when you are grown up? Yes, it's true. This is because some bones of babies are made up of cartilage. Over time, most of this cartilage turns into bone in a process called ossification. Also, as the baby grows, some bones get fused together to form a bigger bone. If you want to know types of bones in our skeleton, then click on this top I button. You will find its link in description as well. In order to study human skeleton, it is divided into two types. So which are these two types? These are axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. In axial skeleton, you have to remember three parts, okay? That is the skull, vertebral column, and a rib cage. Now, by observing axial skeleton, you can imagine the composition of appendicular skeleton, which bones are not there in axial skeleton. That is, shoulder bones are not there, right? So, shoulder bones, which is also called as pectoral girdle, then upper limbs means two hands are also not there. Then pelvic girdle is also not there. And the last one, that is lower limbs, means two legs. So in axial skeleton, you have to remember three parts, and in appendicular skeleton, you have to remember four parts. From these images, you can easily understand axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton much better. Now we are going to cover all the bones of axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. So first, we are going to take axial skeleton. Axial skeleton composed of 80 bones. We have discussed its parts in previous slides. Which are those parts? Skull. The skull has 22 bones, that is 8 cranial bones plus 14 facial bones, means total 22 bones. Second is vertebral column having 32 to 34 bones, and the third is a rib cage consisting of 12 pairs of ribs and a sternum. In next slide, we will discuss the bones associated with each of these three parts. Skull. As we discussed, there are 22 bones, there are 8 cranial bones and 14 facial bones. From the images, you can easily understand which are cranial bones and which are facial bones. Let's talk about cranial bones. From the image, you can see the bones shown in blue color. They are called parietal bones. There are two such parietal bones. Bones shown in orange color are temporal bone. There are two temporal bones, one on each side. There is one bone shown in yellow color, which is called frontal bone. Then there is only one bone in green color. It is occipital bone, which is present at the back side of your head. Then you can see the single ethmoid bone in red color. This bone separates nasal cavity from brain. There is single sphenoid bone, which is near nose, has a butterfly shape. Facial bones includes maxilla, shown in yellow color, forms your upper jaw. Zygomatic bone, shown in green color, are two facial bones that form the cheeks and are also called as cheek bones. Purple bone in image is mandible. It is a lower jaw bone. It is the largest and strongest bone in facial bones. The nasal bones shown in skin color are two small bones. Palatine bone in red serves a structural function. Inferior nasal concha in green fluorescent color near nose helps to filter and humidify the air that we breathe. Lacrimal bone shown in light blue color function in the process of crying. Worm bone in dark blue color help to support the structure of the nasal passages. And face. After skull, another part of axial skeleton is vertebral column. It is composed of 32 to 34 bones. From this image, you can see location of vertebral column in body. There are 5 types of bones in vertebral column. These 5 types are cervical vertebrae, thoracic vertebrae, lumbar vertebrae, sacral, and coccyx. There are 7 cervical vertebrae, 12 thoracic vertebrae, 5 lumbar, 5 sacral, and 4 coccygeal. The lower 9 are fused in adults, 5 in sacrum and 4 in coccyx. Third part of axial skeleton is a rib cage. Rib cage consists of 12 pairs, means total 24 ribs and 1 sternum. The sternum or breastbone is a long flat bone located in the central part of the chest. It connects to the ribs via cartilage and forms the front of the rib cage, thus helping to protect the heart, lungs, and major blood vessels from injury. Moving towards the another part of human skeleton, that is appendicular skeleton. As discussed earlier, it is composed of 4 parts, that is shoulder girdle, which is also called as pectoral girdle, lower limb consisting of upper arm, forearm, and hand, then pelvic girdle, and the fourth is lower limb consisting of thigh, lower leg, and foot. Let's see in detail view and information about each of these 4 parts. Let's start with the first part, that is pectoral girdle, which is composed of clavicle and scapula. From the image, you will come to know which are clavicles. There are 2 clavicles in our body, one on each side. These clavicle bones are also called as collar bones. Second bone found in pectoral girdle is the scapula. As shown in image, it is present on your back side and is attached to your upper arm. There are 2 scapula, one on each side. Hope you understood first part of appendicular skeleton, that is pectoral girdle. Moving towards the second part, that is upper limb, which includes arm, forearm, and bones of hand. So when we talk about the arm bone, it is called humerus. You can see in this image there are 2 humerus bones, one in each hand. Then forearm includes 2 types of bones, that is radius and ulna. The bone which is on your side of thumb is called radius and the other bone on your side of little finger is called ulna. It's simple. Moving onwards, hand bone consists of 5 different types of bones. Look at the image here. The carpals in purple color, metacarpals in yellow, proximal phalanges in green color, intermediate phalanges in blue, and distal phalanges in skin color. From next upcoming images, you will get clear idea about all these hand bones. These are the carpals. There are total 16 carpals, 8 in each hand. Then there are total 10 metacarpals, 5 in each hand. Then comes phalanges, which are divided as a proximal phalanges, intermediate phalanges, and distal phalanges. There are total 10 proximal phalanges, 8 intermediate phalanges, and 10 distal phalanges. From images, you can understand it well. See, there are 8 intermediate phalanges instead of 10 because they are not present in our thumb. Next is a pelvic girdle. It is consist of 2 hip bones. The hip bone is large irregular bone. It is composed of 3 parts, the ilium, ischium, and pubis. You can see these 3 parts from the image given over here. From these, we can say that the pelvic girdle is a ring-like bony structure located in the lower part of the trunk. It connects the axial skeleton to the lower limb. Then the last part of appendicular skeleton is lower limb. It consists of femur, the bone in the thigh, shown in red color, patella, that is the kneecap, tibia is the shin bone, the larger of the 2 leg bones located below the kneecap, shown in yellow color. Fibula is the smaller of the 2 leg bones located below the kneecap, which is shown in green color, and then tarsals and metatarsals and phalanges. From the figure, you will come to know the location of tarsals, metatarsals, and phalanges. Tarsals in foot are analogous to carpals in hand. Here comes the summary of our video. In order to study human skeleton, it is divided into two types. These two types are axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Axial skeleton includes skull, vertebral column, and a rib cage, whereas appendicular skeleton includes shoulder girdle, also called as pectoral girdle, hand means upper limb, then a pelvic girdle, and a lower limbs means two legs. We have also discussed each of these parts. Hope you understood well. In my next upcoming video, I will give you other interesting anatomy and physiological facts of human body. If you like this video, then subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. Do like, comment and share this video. For more update, join the forum and group, visit my Facebook page. For more information, I have provided the link in description below. Have a happy learning.